People, deluded, I'm back again. Good morning to yourselves, and I hope you're all doing fine and dandy on this Monday morning. Now, I'm sure if you're a Premier League fan, you've had time to digest your result, unless you're Spurs versus City, who's playing later today or tonight, better yet. Arsenal fans, we've had time to digest the draw with Crystal Palace, and yeah, I've reviewed the game. I've provided my player ratings. I've previewed the next game we're playing against Blackpool. Go and check them all out. Quick plug of the other vids, but Mesut Özil. Now, we obviously saw Mesut Özil substituted when we were winning 2-1, and substitutions happen. The manager's entitled to use all of his squad. I personally rate that about Unai Emery, in that he talks up these players, Özil, Ramsey, even Wells to a degree, Lacazette, Aubameyang, but none are really indispensable in the sense where, of course, there's main players, and of course, couple players are going to play more games than others, but if he feels you're not doing right, if he feels a tactical approach, if he just wants to set up differently, the squad will be utilised. So it makes us a bit unpredictable in the sense where Wenger, you knew a couple players were always going to play, or even when they were in baffling form, and you kind of knew if it weren't a 4-3-3 within reason, or 4-2-3-1, you knew what you're going to get with Arsenal. Obviously, still know what you're going to get with Emery, but you get the point, people. So Mesut Özil, he was substituted. He threw the arm. I don't want to say threw the armband down, because I don't know if it was the armband. I think he gave it away. But either way, he threw down whatever he had left on his arm, and he looked visibly upset. I mean, he kind of blanked Unai Emery for the high five, and I thought I kind of have to speak about it, because when it's other players, I speak about it, and of course you know I love Mesut Özil, but you guys know more than others, I play it fair, I keep it fair, so I have to speak on this. It's funny because I feel he had a poor game. Of course, he was ineffective in possession for large parts. He had his moments, but he was more or less ineffective. But it's funny because people call him lazy. You can't call it. The running stats are there. The pressing stats are there. Yesterday, he ran around. I don't think the application was missing. I just feel he couldn't. He was dropping very deep trying to get onto the ball. I just feel because of how Crystal Palace set up tactically, it weren't really a game for him to get onto the ball. So you had a poor away from that as well. You just had a poor game, and it happens, innit? I understand the frustration, because if I was there on Sky Sports talking about how I'm happy and Unai Emery demands more and excellence and all of these things, and I get substituted when we're winning, and I'm the captain and I'm 30 years of age, meant to be the leader, of course I'm gonna be upset. This is something even in the interview Ozil alluded to, how he expects criticism. He's 16, 17. He actually said he needs to add more assists this season, funny enough. But yeah, man, they weren't the best of games. It was a tactical decision by Unai Emery. I mean, he's actually said he likes when the players show a bit of character. What he says in private might be a bit different to Ozil, but he's backing him in public. It was a tactical decision. He said we were out of possession or something like that. I can't remember the direct quotes, but he said we were out of possession, which I was thinking, okay, Ozil must have really played poor. If your team's out of possession and you want to get on possession and you lose him as Ozil. Not that I say Ozil's substitution wasn't warranted, but I did feel when he came off, to a degree, we lost our handle on the game possession-wise. So these things happen. He also said defensively, he alluded to something about Crystal Palace's free kicks, and he said Wells is good at offensively and defensively from these set pieces. So that's why he brought him on, and someone had to get sacrificed. I must admit, Ozil was poor, but it's not just him. Lacazette could have come off, but he's the goal threat and he's been in form. I felt Iwobi's been having good games, but I didn't feel he had the best of games. So it's not just him, but these things happen. On one hand, I'm not impressed with Ozil, because you don't want to see temper tantrums. You don't want to see when it was Nelson. You guys know I love Reece Nelson, but I sat here and I said you shouldn't be doing that, and Ozil shouldn't be. It's the collective. It's you lost the battle in the sense that you never had a good game today. But at that period when you came off, when we were winning 2-1, we was trying to win the war in the sense that, apologies people, low battery, in a sense where we were, for whatever reason, we chased the game, we put ourselves in a good position, and it's not happening for you. It's not the Mesut Özil show, me, I want to show how much of a good game it is. At that period, it was just about taking 3 points, and he did what he needed to do. I understand the frustration, but you need to put the collective first. I mean, it happens to me. I know, ask the man about me. I made a vid about it. The substitution bench made me sick. I used to hate starting on it. I used to hate getting subbed off, so I understand it. Like, I've reacted worse than him, but it's about the collective first and foremost. So on one hand, it's nice to see Ozil cares. It's nice to see he wanted to stay on. But on the other hand, you don't want to see that, especially because you're the captain. You're one of the senior players. Frustration is warranted, but control yourself, and handle yourself. And Ozil doesn't do that too many times. And in fact, I've actually seen him kind of not as much exaggerate as this, but I've seen him do it before when he's been subbed. But it is what it is, man. He wants it to be perfect, and it wasn't perfect. I mean, not Wenger. Ozil before said, Emirates, the Spanish people that have come in, they're very, in his own words, they're very detail orientated. They wanted it to be perfect. That's what he said in his pre-game interview. So by that logic, Mesut, someone that's normally got perfect stats, you weren't that today. You wasn't perfect. So if he wants it to be perfect and you wasn't perfect, then you have to come off. It happens. Aubameyang's had poor games and been subbed. Lacazette too. Lacazette could have even been subbed yesterday. Quite a few players were poor in my humble opinion, as you've seen with my player ratings. But it is what it is, man. These things happen. All you can do is move forward from it. So, yeah, man. 12 games, 11 wins, 1 draw. On one hand, we dropped 2 points, which could be inflated more when you consider we're playing Liverpool next week. Or well, this week. Hope for the best, pray for the worst. Pray for the best, expect the worst, is my saying. So, yeah, man, we go again. Even if we do lose against Liverpool, it's key that people don't exaggerate, in my opinion. But I'll make another video about that. Guys, DG, I'm out. Thank you for watching.